Shalom, shalom, Israel, coming back at you with another lesson. Lord willing, this is edifying. First off, giving all praise, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and all the teachers out there pushing this word in truth with truth and sincerity, especially now risking your lives to do so. May you be of the elect. Shalom to all the Akim and Aquat out there listening and learning. You Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanic, Native, and Seminole Indians, who are the true children of Israel, as well as you speckled bird, you Israelites that look like, act like, and take on the customs of all these heathen nations. Alright, so to you I say Shalom. This lesson is brought to you by the Spirit and the power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh being the true name of our Father, the God of the Bible, the God of the Israelites. Ba'ashem meaning coming in the name, and Yahweh Shai being the only begotten Son of Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls by the name of JC. Alright, and this is brought to you in part by this word that we all have heard at some point in time in our life. All right, cognitive dissonance. A lot of people suffer this cognitive dissonance, man. All right, we just gonna read this little piece info that I found, and we just gonna pull up some scriptures about cognitive dissonance, because cognitive dissonance will not help you, man. All right, just because you think something versus what actually is not going to make a difference. All right, your way of thinking is not going to turn away what truly is. All right, so it says here, cognitive dissonance. This is why people get upset when their beliefs are challenged. All right, the 2/3, the heathens. Okay, a mental conflict occurs when beliefs are contradicted by new information. Right. This conflict activates areas of the brain involved in personal identity and emotional response to threats. The brain's alarms go off when a person feels threatened on a deeply personal and emotional level, causing them to shut down and disregard any rational evidence that contradicts what they previously regarded as truth. All right? So let's get into it, man. And I brought this up, man, for many different reasons. All right. And it's mostly, all right, resonating with, again, the 2/3 and the heathen. All right. Our people don't want to believe that we are the Israelites. We are the people of the Bible. Okay. They want to be anything and everything but an Israelite. And then you got the heathen thinking that, because, they like to follow on that John 3:16, and thinking that the Lord meant literally the whole world of people, and yet they can't use the common sense, and look throughout the whole Bible that he said he's only coming for the children of Israel, and just to break it on down quick, fast, and in a hurry, all they got to do is read the beginning of Romans 9:3. Romans chapter 9 all the way down, and then they'll see if they can understand that, But nonetheless, we just gonna get in a couple scriptures, man, getting right on into it, man. Another prime example of that, cognitive dissonance, man. I remember when I first heard this truth, man. As soon as I heard Deuteronomy 28:68, right? And the Lord will bring you into Egypt again with ships by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. As soon as I heard that, I understood immediately, right? For those of us that are old enough, all right, a lot of us have taken that class, so-called African American history studies, and we all know, when we took that class, the Israelites, but we were told we were Africans, right? But just automatically, poof, just appeared on a slave ship, right, and came to the Americas and became slaves, and history on and so forth, right? But they never told you where they came from before that. They just said, oh, the Africans were trading Africans, and that's why you guys are slaves, right? Nonetheless, again, as soon as I heard Deuteronomy 28:68, I understood immediately. Now, my twin brother, on the other hand, went to school for theology, right, the study of the Bible, and I gave him Deuteronomy 28:68, Right off the bat, he tried to use semantics. Well, how do you know that was our people? How do you know it was those ships? Like, nigga, use common sense, bro. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, all right. This is Romans 3:3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? God forbid. Yeah, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. All right, so you got the 2/3, and you got these heathens out there, man. They got serious cognitive dissonance, and going back to the 2/3, not only do they have cognitive dissonance, all right, but they have a strong hold on their oppressors, man. All right, they don't want to let go. Okay. What is it called? Syndrome. I forget what it's called. But basically, they come to love their oppressor, man, and they can't let their oppressor go. You know, you can tell them all day long that they were kidnapped, all right, stolen, and brought to America, and our people were beaten, lynched, all right. Our babies were used as alligator bait. And our people still gonna say, well, that was a long time ago. Why are you blaming these people? You know what I'm saying? Cognitive dissonance and that syndrome. That is gonna come back to me, right? Obviously, it wasn't super important. The Lord didn't put it on my brain to remember the word. But for those that understand, you know what I'm saying. You can put it in the comment board, all right? But that's what our people got, man. And that's what these heathens got, all right? Let's go to Isaiah. This is Isaiah 55:11. I'm going to try to make this, lickety split, just getting straight to the point. All right, the cognitive dissonance. Because it ain't going to save y'all, man. I don't give a damn what y'all want to believe, what you think. All right. If it ain't coming from the scriptures, hey, man, your words and your thoughts don't matter, man. Isaiah 55:11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth, it shall not return unto me void. So everything that the Lord said he gonna do, he is going to do, right? Like, continuing on. But it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. For ye shall go out with joy and be led forth with peace. The mountain and the hills shall break forth before you into singing, and all the trees of the field shall clap their hands. Instead of the thorn shall come up the fir tree, and instead of the brier shall come up the myrtle tree, and it shall be to the Lord Yahweh for a name, for an everlasting sign that shall not be cut off. All right, and that's just going into basically after the nightmare is over. All right, because right now we are in the nightmare, and we're heading into the thickness of the so-called nightmare. All right, Esau, Edom's kingdom. All right, and because Revelation 12:12, man. All right, the reason why the things are going on in the world right now is because Esau, Edom knows that his reign is about to end. So he's bringing all these horrors and terrors to the world. All right, and basically he gonna take out as many people as he can before his reign is over. All right. And you got to look at it like this. On the left-hand side, it'll be the same as on the right-hand side, right? When you do leading on the right-hand side, you want to try to leave a mark, a name, all right, a legacy, all right, so the people will remember you. Well, guess what? Same thing on the left-hand side. This man is doing all these things so he could be remembered, all right? And he's not being remembered on a good side, man, all right? He's going to be remembered as a tyrant, a villain, all right, the whore, all right? Got all these nations following after this beast, man. This beast system. All right. Esau, Edom has done nothing but terror and horror upon the earth, man. Especially the apple of the Most High's eye, man. The Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanic, Native, Seminole Indians. All right. So that's why we out on the highways and hedges try to wake our people up. But again, a lot of our people got that cognitive dissonance, man. And that Stockholm syndrome. That's what I was trying to say. See, the Lord put it on me, man. That's what it is, man. Our people got that Stockholm syndrome. They want to hold hands with their oppressors. You know, right? I don't want to make it into the kingdom unless Derek can go with me. Fuck Derek, man. Derek had your grandfather by the balls and castrated him. All right? Derek's mama all right, was taking your granddaddy and riding on top of him, and then go back to her husband and say that your granddaddy raped her, so he can be castrated and hung in a tree. You know, but you can't tell our people that because they don't want to believe none of that. All right, they don't believe what the scriptures say. They believe in what their own thoughts, their own opinions, and what these so-called bullshit ass so-called churches tell them, man. All right, God loves everybody. Oh, really? Because that ain't what I read. All right. Now let's backtrack. Let's go back into Isaiah 46. All right, this is Isaiah 46 and verse 10, declaring the end from the beginning. The end. All right, the end from the beginning. So everybody, I think that this shit's gonna keep going, man. All right, I don't know why y'all would want this hell to keep going, but for all y'all that think this everything's gonna continue, Isaiah 46 and 10, declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand and I will do all my pleasure. The Lord is going to do what he said he going to do. Despite what you may think, despite what you may believe. All right. Despite what you thought the scriptures meant. It ain't about what we think, what we believe, what we go by our emotions. See, that's what's wrong with this world today now, man. Everybody's running this whole world by emotion. This new generation is a bunch of bitches, man. All right. They don't want to use actual what's the word I'm looking for? Rationality. All right. Common sense. They run and go by emotion. Well, I believe and I think. You ever watch these movies, man? Like these uprising type films, man. Esau be the first one. Well, I say we do this. I say we. Fuck your emotions, man. Use common sense. All right. Use common sense. And when the scriptures come out, shut up and just listen to the men of the Lord, and they will tell you what it means. They will give you the breakdown. Stop going off your own thoughts, man. All right. And that's a whole nother lesson all by itself. All right. But anyways, going back to the matter. All right. He said his counsel shall stand. Everything he said he gonna do, he is going to do. It's not gonna come back void. All right. Further reading. All right. And this is all for those because I was talking about that John 3:16 earlier. Let's continue reading. Verse 11, Isaiah 46 and 11, calling a ravenous bird from the east, the man that executed my counsel from a far country. Yeah, I have spoken it. I will also bring it to pass. I have purposed it. I will also do it. Hearken unto me, ye stout-hearted, that are far from righteousness. I bring near righteousness. It shall not be far off, and my salvation shall not tarry. And I will place salvation in Zion, for Israel my glory. See, he didn't say the whole world of people, man. He was only talking about the people of Israel. Okay? Salvation for Israel, his glory. He didn't say the whole world was his glory. He just said Israel. So, yeah, it ain't about what you think, what you believe, your interpretation. All right? Again, like I said, man, that's a whole nother lesson. But we're going to get into it nonetheless. All right? Stay tuned. This is Second Ezra's. Let's see, Second Ezra's 15, and I'll start at verse 1. All right, point being in verse 4, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people, who are the Lord's people, the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanic, Native, and Seminole Indians. All right, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. So it ain't about what you believe, what you think. All right. The Lord said that these words are faithful and true. All right. He told you another time, man. His words have been tried like gold in the furnace, man. All right. Verse 3. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity, their beliefs, all right, of them trouble thee, that speaketh against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. So for all those that don't want to believe what the scriptures say and they want to go off their own vein, say, hey, man, screw them, man. All right. Because it's like the scriptures say, man, 2 Ezra 15 and 4. For the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Hey, so go ahead. Hey, man, let them have that cognitive dissonance. Let them have that Stockholm syndrome. All right? Because they going to learn at the end of the day. All right? Like that famous video that went out a few years back. You going to learn today. Yeah, these people going to learn at the end of the day, man. When the Lord come back, right? And they going to be sitting, they going to be the little kids standing at the bus stop on a Saturday, all right, waiting for so-called JC to come out the sky, all right? And yet they going to see a so-called black man, all right, a Negro, come from the sky with a sword, right? And not coming with harps and lambs, singing kumbaya to everybody, but he coming back with a sword, all right, and start slaying these cats, man. Let that cognitive dissonance get to their brain then. And let's see how fast they keep holding on to that Stockholm syndrome as well. Okay? Because at the end of the day, it ain't about what we think. None of us, not even the men of the Lord. It's what we believe. That's that faith that was given to us as a gift from the Lord. All right? So, yeah, at the end of the day, man, your cognitive dissonance will not help you. Thus saith the Lord. Lord willing, this is edifying, giving all praise, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and all the teachers out there pushing this word in truth with truth and sincerity. May you be of the elect. Y'all better stay to pray, be prayed up, man. We at the end time, man. This ain't the time to be lollygagging and bullshitting, all right, and putting off from day to day. You better get yourself right, all right, because the Lord is coming back, and this in all seriousness. All right, with that, above a ball, shalom.